weekend of the NFL regular season, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Devontae Smith, well over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This will be taken in at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the run, here's Hall. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Now the return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Putting the tight end in motion. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Jets offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
2nd and 7. On the handoff, here comes Hall. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play. Here's 3rd and 7. That one's a Corley. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Jets first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And it has been a rough night at the office. We go through the highlights. They are really lowlights. Relentless pressure. Receivers unable to get open. They cannot connect in the passing game. It has been a night to forget for the quarterback. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. A handoff to Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Mahomes now on second down. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On third down, Mahomes. Throw on the run is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Your tight end motioning left here. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will stay a two-possession game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. He'll try to run for it with Hall. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
That one is good. And the Jets cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On first down, it's Mahomes. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Chiefs first down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game, but the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
That's over the middle to Kittle. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
3rd and long. They'll run. This is Hall. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Room past the 20. He's to the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
This play all starts up front, Mike. Their ability to get him into the secondary. From there, it's just his speed and open field running that leads to the big game.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Patrick to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be back.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Jets first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. A throw left side taken in by Corley. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll look to throw yet again. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield. Usually the spot that tells us hold it. They'll look to throw again. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Throwing now from the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.